Hey there, friends. So I'm getting ready to leave town for a few days, and I just wanted to show you how I pack my art supplies and how I can pack most of what I'm going to need right in this little bag. Okay, so first let me show you what I usually work with when I am working in my studio on watercolor paintings. And this is this is my palette. I can't even get it to fit on the camera screen all at one time. This is what I'm used to working with. So I can't travel with this many watercolors or that size of a palette. So I have to really work hard to restrain myself and not overpack, which is what I usually do. I overpack clothes and snacks and books to read and art supplies and shoes. I'm an overpacker, so this is really tricky for me. We're going to the mountains, my favorite place to go, and I've got my little hiking pack here. Now, when we hike, we don't do overnight hikes. We do day hikes. So this is all I carry. It's got these little things on here for your water. And then it's got this main part here. This part in the back usually is filled with, well, right now it's got rain ponchos in it. It usually has rain ponchos and granola bars and maybe a few Band-Aids, things like that. And then this front section of the pack, this is all the space I have to carry art supplies. Now, I know it sounds crazy, like why would you need to carry art supplies on a hike? But I do, and I stop as frequently as I can to stop and sketch or paint, because that's just what I do. So when I'm hiking, this is my little setup right here. This is all I take in this bag. It will fit right in that front section that I showed you. And this is it. So I have this little paintbrush right here, which I will tell you about. This is a Princeton Neptune travel brush, which Princeton Neptune, you may have heard me say, is my favorite watercolor brush. And this is their travel brush. Now, I know that they make the water brushes. I know that you can buy water brushes and not have to take a container of water, but I just don't like them. The bristles feel like plastic to me. They probably are plastic, and I just, I don't like it. I don't like those at all. So I carry this little travel brush with me and this collapsible water cup. I carry this with me. Now, sometimes if we are hiking by the stream, I will just scoop up some water out of the stream to paint with, or I'll just put a little bit in from our drinking water and use that. This is my watercolor palette. Now, this is tricky for me. This is hard for me to go from, my huge palette that I just showed you to this. That's a little hard, but I'm willing to do this so that I can paint out on the trail. And then I have this tiny little sketchbook. It actually has mixed media paper in it. It is not watercolor paper. It's just mixed media paper. But I can clip this palette onto my sketchbook, and I've got my water and my little travel brush, and that's all I need. Now, that's one setup. When I have a little bit more space, but I still don't want to go crazy overpacking, this is what I take. I will take all of that I just showed you, and then include a pencil, an eraser, and some washi tape. I have this little brush. This was in my pack. I don't know why it was in there. I don't know. And then this is my little bit larger watercolor palette. You can see the difference in the sizes here. This is my travel palette. And then I'll take maybe a little bit larger sketchbook. So this one always goes with me on trips because this is my collection of flowers. I just do quick little watercolors of whatever flowers I'm seeing along the way. And then I use this as a reference for larger paintings. So I like to go on what I call wildflower hikes and collect ideas for wildflowers. And then this one, I love this sketchbook because it is my favorite watercolor paper, which is Arches. And it's just a nice quality paper, better than the other one that I showed you. However, there's not as many sheets in this one. So when I take this one, I usually take something else with me in addition to that. Then there's this sketchbook. I'm showing you a whole bunch of sketchbooks. This one is a Strathmore sketchbook that is interleaved sketch paper and watercolor paper. So you can kind of do both in this book. So these are what I take with me. This is one that went with me on, no, never mind. This is a brand new one. I have mine, one that looks just like this that went with me on a trip to Yellowstone National Park that's filled with watercolors, but I'll have to wait and show you that one another day. So even if I were to take, let me set that one aside because that one's not going to go. Even if I were to take, you know, a couple of sketchbooks, maybe not all three of those, a couple of sketchbooks and my larger watercolor setup, in addition to my hiking watercolors, you can see this can still fit in a pretty small bag. It doesn't take up much space. Now, if you're going on a car trip, this setup is perfect. However, if you are flying, gets a little bit trickier as far as water is concerned. That might be the only time I would take a water brush, as if I were going to try to paint a little bit on an airplane, because the amount of water that a water brush holds is allowed. However, the last time I tried to do that, I got really bad motion sickness trying to paint on an airplane on a long flight. It didn't work out very well. So this is what I pack in my bag if I'm just wanting to pack light. This is a new phenomenon for me, because in years past, when I've gone to the mountains for a week, I would take easels and canvases and acrylic paints and tons of paintbrushes and all of that, and it just takes up too much space. So this is what I've started to take with me. Most of it will fit in my bag here, and I'm good to go. So enjoy your hike and enjoy your painting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.